Got crazy because I've been home all day doing nothing. Hello? How are you? What are you up to, Kathy? Doing all right. Just been chilling at home, waiting for the kids to get home, kind of deal. So another hour before they're home. I got a little bored. So I decided to hop on to see if anybody was online. See if they wanted to chat. And it is when the crazy starts. For sure. That's definitely when the crazy starts. It's normally just me and the dogs at home. But today was a MS slow day. So with my MS pain, I just chilled on the couch and watched YouTube drama. Do you do that at all? Just get sucked in by YouTube drama? Oh. Were they online for that? I didn't know about it. Every Wednesday? And normally Wednesdays I head to town to get my allergy shots. Today I wasn't feeling very good, so I didn't go anywhere. But I know that what days is it? That Amanda and Jessica do their nights in. I don't know. Yeah. I tried to get on one of their streams, but I think it's because I have a Yahoo. I sign in with my Yahoo address on this account, so it wouldn't let me on. Hi, Laura. How are you? I would love to get on and chat with the girls when they're on. Where is it? I've lost my marbles. I almost just nothing at all. Yeah, that was how my day was too. Nothing at all. I was boring today. Theme of the day. Hi, Daniela. How are you? North Carolina? Nice. Business or pleasure? Or sometimes it may not even be pleasure. Unfortunately, but I think I just got too much peel off base coat on one nail. I know I'm going to San Antonio, Texas in September. I know that for sure. For work. Oh, I love new babies. That's a fun time to go. Well, right now I'm just putting on a peel-off base coat. So it's going on white, but it'll clear up once it's dry. But I'm going to put on green. You trained with your dog today? Nice. I used to do a lot of training with Malachi in the beginning, and I need to get on to training Jericho because he's 6 months old and a complete spaz. This is the color I'm putting on. The Lauren B. Beauty, and I'm juicing. So, Uruguay. I would love to visit any part of the country, any part of that country. There's lots of places down there. Very spring. It's definitely in the Pantone color of spring. Right now it's kind of cloudy, but it's been really unusually warm for Montana, which has been kind of scary because of our fire season. They're saying the fire season is going to be really bad, and because it's been a little on the warm side here, we've been having flooding in Missoula. Right now, I'm quite a bit above the river, so I don't have to worry about flooding where I'm at in particular, but a lot of Missoulians in particular are dealing with flooding, and it's a big issue right now because of all the snow melt. There's no way, Laura, you're a grandma. No way. I don't believe it. Or that you will be. There's no way that your baby is 28. No. Mm-mm. You don't look to be old enough. Dry New Mexico. Yeah, I'm in dry Montana. We have very dry. We don't have very much humidity here, which is why we deal with a lot of forest fires in the summer. If you go back to watch a lot of my outdoor videos, you'll see a lot of smoke, especially in September. It's nasty. I almost lost my home in 2005. A fire got about 75 yards from my front door. It's, yeah, not fun. Nice stopping. You too. Enjoy training your puppy. Cordoba. I would love to visit Cordoba as well. Yeah, fire season gets pretty scary out here in Montana. Last year was extremely scary. It was one of the worst fire seasons that we've seen. But the really cool thing about my foundation is we raised a lot of money to reforest a lot of our burn. And so we just purchased, I can't remember how many trees we just purchased. I got to look it up. It was either 40,000 trees or $40,000 of trees. One of the two. AlbertonRailroadDay.com. Let's look it up. That's my foundation. And look it up, Zelma. But we just purchased seedlings and they're planted. And then in 2 years, we will start planting the trees. We're getting the school kids involved. So we're going to take them to Idaho to the nursery to go see how everything's all doing and growing and teaching the kids about, you know, reforestation and all that stuff, because the fires are a big deal, a big issue here in Montana. We watched 26,000 acres burn in the Quartz Creek area and Sunrise fire. 1.6 million burned in the state of Montana. Okay, so 30,000 trees is what we purchased. So our foundation raised that. Yeah, I've been really noticing that the last few, like last year in particular, a lot of North America was on fire. Canada, a lot of states that don't normally deal with fires were on fire, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Normally, a lot of places don't deal with fires. We have off seasons. We haven't had an off season in years. Years. Yeah. What really gets scary is we get a lot of tourism in Montana, and people just realize that that's what starts a lot of fires, especially in the drier areas like California. They, you know, like you said, it is really bad for California. And because of the grass and the prairie and fires can spread extremely fast and it can take out a lot of homes. Whereas Montana, we have a lot of trees and a lot of mountains, so our fires burn extremely hot, but not as fast. We are able to protect structures, but we do lose a lot of wildlife and we do lose a lot of our agriculture because of it as well. Hi! Is it Mirja? I can never know how to pronounce your Mirja. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Mirja? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I've always been curious. You said New Mexico? Yeah, there was, I remember fires and just fires everywhere in America. It's crazy. But Montana hasn't been getting the snow, not as near as much snow. And when we did get a lot of snow, we don't get enough spring rain on top of it. And then our summers have been extremely hot. I know I'm butchering it. Do you pronounce the J as a H sound? Like Mira? It is climate change for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's why I'm so proud of my foundation. I am vice president for this foundation and just really proud of the work that we have done. And we're collaborating with every year to help reforest the state of Montana and other areas and collab with the school in particular so that way Sorry. You're going to have a video so I can hear it. I have to hear it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep butchering it. It's awful. Mir. You too, Kathy. Thanks for joining. I'm going to be lazy. I'm not cooking today. I cooked ribs for Francesca's birthday yesterday. She turned 18, and she had ribs for the first time here in America, and she just about died. So for her birthday, I wanted to make ribs for her again because it was one of her favorite things to have. Jay, like jam? Jam. Merja? Am I close? Oh, I'm sorry. I've always been afraid to say your name because I didn't want to butcher it. Not close. I'm sorry. You know what's funny is I work with foreign exchange students. That's my job, is to work with foreign exchange students. And, you know, they try to teach me, you know, their language. And I butcher stuff all the time. It's awful. You know, one of my gals, she was from Denmark, and I could not pronounce her name. I look at it, and no matter how hard I tried to pronounce her name, I could not pronounce it. Her name was, to me, it looked like Alberte, Alberte. And I look at it, and I want to say Alberte every time. She kept pronouncing it, and I kept butchering it wrong. Just getting it wrong every time. And she's like, just call me Allie. I just can't do it. Yes, say your name, please. I want to hear it. I have problems. I really do. And then it doesn't help that with MS, I have issues with speaking sometimes. I tend to stutter and do a lot of other weird stuff with my speech. And I say a lot of weird, I embarrass myself a lot because of multiple sclerosis. My tongue likes to say things I don't mean. Let's just say that. But yeah, definitely say your name in Insta story. But I love how you speak though. Stutter or no stutter. I think it's so adorable. I love it. I love listening to you speak. I really do. And since I'm I work with foreign exchange kids all the time, I'm used to them, you know, learning English and having a hard time with words. So if you never told me that you have a stuttering problem, I never would have known, because I just would have thought you were just trying to figure English words. You know, you get that, and then you have kids. So, you know, when you have kids, most of your brain cells goes to them, and then you have another kid, and then majority of your brain cells go to them, and then your husband sucks all those extra brain cells, and then you're left with maybe a few. And then for me in particular, add multiple sclerosis in there, and then I'm left with one brain cell, and I'm lucky to even speak at a time. It's ridiculous. I have a funny story. So my husband's mom came to visit. They're from Wisconsin, and they came to visit his mom and stepdad. And we're sitting around the table and we're playing cards. And this is just how bad my speech can be sometimes. And we're sitting around and we're playing, what was it? Well, attack. And the deck of cards is super thick. And his stepdad is having a hard time shuffling the deck. And I said, yeah, that's a big deck. But I didn't say deck. His mom turned 50 Shades of Red. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize I even said it. And then I saw my husband just giggling. And I'm like, what? What? So he had to whisper it in my ear, what I said, because I was wild. Right? A lot of, it's something as simple like you think tomorrow and banana comes out. It's something as simple as that. And some people don't understand why it could be very hard, but it happens all the time. I can't stop it, So yeah, I totally feel you on that. Talk backwards, yeah. Yeah, I do have trouble walking, especially when I get extremely tired. I start walking really goofy. I'll just stand there, and then all of a sudden, I'll just start tipping over. When last year, I don't know if you guys remember, I had 2 foreign exchange students living with me last year. I had Emma from South Korea and Panchita from Thailand, and they were only with us one night, and I fell. I was outside and completely fell over, and the girls flipped out. They were freaking out, thinking I had hurt myself. And I told them that I had an illness, but for explaining my illness, disability is hard to describe, especially with kids that are learning sometimes. So they didn't fully get the concept until they actually saw me fall. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. And they're like freaking out, thinking the worst. And I'm like, this is going to be normal behavior. You're going to see this a lot. I'm sorry. Laura, I am a very prideful woman as well. Very, very prideful woman. I had a cane, and I maybe used it a handful of times when my walking was extremely bad. I even lost my ability to walk, and I even refused to use anything at that point in time as well. I would rather pull myself along the carpet, along the floor, or across the ground than use the aid of a device. Because I was that proud of my, it's just, I don't know. Having an invisible illness is one thing, but having it to get to the point where people actually see that you're sick, that's what's very hard for me. And I don't like that. I'd rather fall on my face and just lay there and laugh than to use an aid art, which is hard, and I get yelled at a lot for it. Broke both your legs? Oh, no. Hi, Flory. You. Broke both your legs. That's crazy. I think then I would definitely, use some device, but I've always been too proud to use anything. Okay. 3 weeks. Dang. That's crazy. My legs are going to sleep. Electrical mopeds. How's your mom? Is your mom on any MS medications? Oh. Right now I'm on my 4th MS medication, or 5th. Oh, yeah. I've been on, let's see, Rebif, Copaxone, Tysabri. I'm on my 5th one, and I've been on 2 orals. So Gilenia, and I'm on Tecfidera right now. So I've been on 5 medications, but doctor gave me this one to try, to look at. I've been really thinking about it. I don't know. So we'll have to see if I decide to try a Crevis. It's a twice-a-year IV infusion. Instead, right now I'm taking 2 oral pills a day with the Tecfidera that I'm on now. Electric wheelchairs can be extremely expensive, so hopefully your insurance would pay for it, Flory. But yeah, my husband wants me to use those electric grocery store carts, but like I said, I'm too prideful, too stubborn, as he would say. I just do it, even when I'm extremely bad or not. So, but to the point, I live 30 miles away from Missoula, so I have to drive quite a bit to go shopping. So I save those for the days that I actually feel decent enough to do the big shopping trips. IVIG. Let me look it up. Never had this. Would I be to Buddhism? No, thanks. But thank you for asking. A med for leukemia every 6 months. Is that an infusion? I wonder if this is what she's doing then. This is the first med that was ever approved for primary progressive multiple sclerosis. I have relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, and there's been no med ever on the market that's ever been treatable for primary progressive. Basically, if you were diagnosed with primary progressive, it's been like, see you later, have a good life, kind of deal. But this is the first med that's ever been approved for those patients, which is so amazing. But I think I heard my doctor saying something that this was actually for something else. It was originally intended for something else, but they found that it was working for MS patients. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe this is what your mom is on. Because this is the only med that's twice a year, once every 6 months, IV infusion. Because I know you have to go in and get tested for the JC virus to make sure that you don't get that brain infection. Yeah, this one's pretty new on the market for MS wise. So, oh yeah, I'm walking as long as possible. I don't want to just give. I told my doctor that, she told me that, they found lesions in my spinal cord and my neck, which affects my mobility. And she told me, within 5 years, wheelchair. And I said, does that mean I need to do my bucket list early? And I said, one of the things on my bucket list is to do the half marathon. And she said, no. And I said, you can't tell me no. So 6 months later, I did the half marathon. I walked it. Took me 4 hours to walk it, but I did it. So that's off my bucket list. And she's like, you're stupid, but I'm proud of you. When I plopped down my big, huge half marathon medal on her desk. But yeah, she told me I was stupid, but she was proud of me. Yeah. I'm just doing everything I can just to be healthier. About 5.5 years ago is when I really started doing the major transition to just be healthier in general. Changing my diet. I've lost a lot of weight. Started to live that. It's quite debilitating. So, yeah. I'm one of those people that you can't tell me no. So you tell me no, I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. So I just don't want to be one of those people that hears the statistics, you have 5 years before you're going to be in the wheelchair. I'm going to be one of those people that's going to be like, nope, that's not going to be me. I'm going to beat that statistic. And I've been told that twice already. So I was diagnosed in February of 2007. And I was told in 5 years I'd be in a wheelchair. And then I was told in 5 years again I'd be in a wheelchair. And that was 3 years ago. 7. So I've been diagnosed for 11 years. So I've beat the statistics. I mean, since, anytime anybody's ever said anything to me, I'm like, nope, I'm going to beat it. Just keep trucking. Keep one step at a time. That's what I tell everybody. My dog's barking. Yeah. That's the one thing that's really hard is that on my good days, I overdo it. So I'm like the Tasmanian Devil. When I feel good, I will literally run cleaning everything, but then it makes me bedridden for days because of it. And so I have to spread out my time wisely, and I'm not very good at spreading out my time wisely. I'm like today, I literally did nothing. I just laid on the couch because I knew I wasn't feeling good. So bored, I had trouble, hence why I'm live streaming. I get myself in trouble. Good attitude. I'm constantly trying to, to have attitude, to always look for the good things, because never stopped. My mom never quit. My mom was always there. And my kids have had to do a little more than most kids. My kids cook. They do a lot of cleaning for my off days. And I do have a lot of off days, but they're so good. And even Francesca, she noticed this morning, you don't feel good. Is it MS? How are you feeling? She's my baby girl. She takes care of me, Every time I host a student, those are my kids. And they're it's nice that I can be myself and I don't have to hide, my illness around them. All of them have been so fantastic and so loving and so caring. And, particular, she yells at me when I don't eat. And it's hilarious. And Ron encourages her to yell at me because I am bad about not eating all day. I will literally not eat a scrap of food for the whole day until dinner. Yeah. Go to Las Vegas and have fun. Yeah. Fibromyalgia as well. Yeah. So I deal with 2 types of pain. I have the multiple sclerosis, the nerve pain, and then I have the fibromyalgia pain on top of it. I have, a double dosages of, I can't take substances because I'm allergic to it. So I just have time. Yeah. Sometimes do what you love. And gardening is out of work. And right now, I'm doing a farm to school project. And, just by standing there for a good because of it. I don't garden as much anymore because I can't take the heat. Sorry, I have to keep adjusting because it hurts if I'm sitting in one position for too long. The guilt, yeah, that is one of the biggest things that I struggle with as a parent, is always been the guilt of not being the best mom, the best wife that I can be, because I know that everybody's had to take up the slack for me. My husband too, he works a full-time job and then he comes home and does a lot of stuff. I try to do the best I can, but there's just some days where I can't. And so that's why when I cook, I always cook in abundance. So that way we have leftovers. So then everybody can just fend for themselves on those days. And then Lissa also is a really good cook. So those days I'm love me, please cook dinner, Laura, that's just cosmetic and you don't need. Beating cancer is better than anything else. I'm glad my husband. That makes all the difference in the world. My husband and I will be our 17-year anniversary in 1 month. And my husband has always been by me at my biggest, loved me at my smallest, loved me. Most men run for their houses, get sick. They can stand by you even when you're ill. Those are the ones we need more of. Yeah. True, Flory. True. I do. It took a long time for me to come to terms with that statement, for sure. Yeah. It took me, yeah, I beat myself up for a very, very long time, feeling like I wasn't good enough, because everybody had to pick up slack. But I look at my children and they my students, my Eli is all A plus. So they are very well-mannered kids. And I know that between my husband and I know that I think my kids have more because of it. Congrats, Laura. That's what I want, to be married long term. I don't get married just for the sake of it, or for life, It's not a you work very hard for. And so many people in America today or anywhere in the country, they just throw do it. If your husband can see your worst and still be right by your side, definitely is the keeper. My husband is so stinking sentimental. Even when I look at my worst, like today, I probably look at my worst. I'm a hot mess today. He will come home and say that I'm beautiful. It's just who he is. And I love it. I love him for it, you know? I love it. Almost sounds like maybe Francesca. Not quite. Not probably another 5 minutes. Yeah, an invisible illness is one of those hard ones that people don't understand and people judge automatically. Like, I do have a handicap parking placard, but I use it maybe 2% of the time. Very rare do I ever use it. And then when I do use it, I always pick the farthest spot away. It's and even when I do get out of my vehicle, you still get the stairs. So you almost kind of have to have like all these freaking decals all over your car stating what illness you have because people just judge you immediately. It's sad, but pain is one of the hardest things, and I'm really, really good at hiding my illness. It's very few people can actually see the pain in my eyes. Very few people can see it. One of my friends could walk in the door and she'd be like, "Zelma, you look like crap." And I'm like, "I love you too." But I just know that she knows me that well that I'm hurting, you know? Yeah. Started painting my nails and never finished. Oh, do we have one kid? Let's get home. At the age of 22, too. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not stupid. You have to have an MRI to diagnose a stroke. Doctor told me, no, you don't. I walked out of that doctor's office and never turned back. Yeah, if it comes to my husband, he knows. I tell him everything, but even then, he just doesn't feel what we do on a daily basis. So it's hard for him to be empathetic. Sometimes he can mentally be there for me, but empathetically, sometimes it's hard for them because they can't feel what we're going through. So every time my husband is sick and in bed, he goes, Zelma, is this how you feel all the time? And I'm like, yeah, on my good days, that's how I feel. And he goes, next time I'm being an insensitive jerk, remind me. So I have to laugh, you know. Yeah, my kids, my friends, my close friends can see it. I thought I hide it, but I have a very expressive face, so apparently I don't hide everything. Ooh, what color polish? I still have to do swatches of my Zoyas, and then I need to pick my polishes. I need to do a quick declutter of nail polishes, those into Zoya um, for the Earth Day thing. Mm, yeah, they say they'll be. You had done. I would rather do that in a heartbeat than to get breast cancer again. Cut them off. They're just boobs, you know. I'd rather be here for my children. Mm-hmm. I agree, Flory. 100%. 100%. Yeah. It's the hard one. Because my best friend just lost her husband to pancreatic cancer, stage 4. My only guy, my husband. Yeah, that was a hard one. So any way that I would do to stay here for my children, I would. It's a hard one. Definitely a hard. Which is why I'm still toying, switching up my meds. Any new MS brain with MS issue. Need to really do a lot of reading. I did really well, which is a once a month IV infusion, but at the time I was on it, it was 07, 08. Just approved, and insurance skyrocketed for me. So it went from me paying 80 or 20% to paying 30%, which ended up being over my mortgage. I can't pay over $1,000 a month for my MS medication, so I quit taking it. So a piece of nerve in your leg to get the diagnosis? That's crazy. It took 7 years for me to get diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Dang. Listen, Eli are home. I agree. Even be like approved, have to jump through hoops to prove that you're sick. It's incredibly, and multiple sclerosis, I will never get better. There's no cure. I will slowly get worse. But what the kicker was is their doctor that they wanted me to see, he actually had Parkinson's disease. And the coolest about that was he sat down and he goes, Zalma, no one will understand what we go through because MS have a lot of the same symptoms. A lot of speech issues. And I got that from Amazon. But I think it was because of their doctor. He used to be a big surgeon in Missoula, And because of his Parkinson's, he obviously had to quit. But, you know, I think he was the reason why I was approved for disability, you know. He understood exactly what I was going through, and he just was in that office. It was crazy. My legs are not happy. How much I paid for that rack. $20-some. And once this gets posted, I will post a link in the description or whatever. It holds quite a bit of polishes in there. Oh. Hello. Hi. I'm in the bedroom. Nothing really. Kids just got home. Kids just got home. Are you? Yay. I did. You did. Yay! Very nice. Come home to me. Okay. You're so cute. Okay. Mm. Right. You. Yes, just you. Yes, Tone. I love you. Please. Bye. Hubby's coming home. He even sang to me. He's so cute. Making up the song on the spot. My husband has never been overweight. He's always been extremely small. He is 5'7". He graduated high school at 103 pounds. When I met him, he was 115 pounds. Now he sits at 145 comfortably, but he would not eat good food. He ate junk. So slowly, you know, when I changed my diet around, slowly introducing green Oh my goodness, trying to get this going was a nightmare. But I thought his going to pass out the first time she saw him sit down and eat a salad. It's all about finding the right. That's the key for him. He's been eating a lot. He drives for FedEx, so his blood pressure was getting high, and the doctor was saying, it's getting high, so you either need to change your diet or we need to put you on a medication to lower it, because otherwise he wouldn't pass his DOT physical because he's been actually listening to his wife and eating better. But just trying to change little things here and there has not been easy. Not been easy. So I feel you, Laura. I do, even though he's overweight. I was always the overweight. Yeah, on controlled substances at all. Right now I'm on Lyrica, and that's it. I can't take anything else. I'm allergic to it all. Tylenol 3, because 1 day straight. Trazodone, I can't take. More, I can't take anything. It just, I get violently ill on it. So I was taking gabapentin, aka Neurontin, but I was taking 4,800 milligrams a day on it. And a year and a half ago, they had to wean me off of that, which was a nightmare, complete and utter nightmare. And it's not even a controlled substance, but my pain is so bad with the fibromyalgia, 2 different types of pain, that I could not believe how high of a dosage I was taking, and pain still was not. So taking Lyrica and just dealing with everything else. So nice chatting with Laura. I'm seeing ya. Off here, Neds are home. We're just fed and home, so he should be home. And so, but Lissa, maybe I say hi. Lissa, I hear her. Is she coming? Hey.
Hi.
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 Here's my cute. What's that face? You smell like peanut butter.
That's butter honey toast that Francesca made me.
Francesca made you toast. Francesca, are you? She's gone.
Holy.
Over an hour?
That's a nice.
To Flory, who's nice to see you. Early retired. So, Lissa, come here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to scroll up. Maybe. Possibly. I got way far.
Right.
No. Yeah, no.
Face it like that.
I know, right? I want you to help me pronounce. And
Merja. Merja?
J like jam?
Jam.
Merja? Who? Close? To know. Please tell. Pronouncing things. I had to add a mini me. I don't know. Instagram posted it yet. Right here? Oh, is those? Oh. What time's dinner? Yum. Hey. Hey, no. Right there. Push play. No. You got to send me the recipe to that. That looks yummy. Oh, my mouth is watering. Things like that. It's just mean. I forgive you. I keep looking at it and seeing new stuff in there. What is those green bits? The lighter green bits, like that.
Hi, my name.
Oh no! It cut off.
My name is Emir.
It's off.
Here.
Yeah.
You don't know. Like normally, I know that I have to go. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Not really. Just because I didn't. I'll explain. Didn't live with you and.
You're cute.
Look in and look mine. Ringo. What's Ringo?
Do
you know Ringo? And okay, that is white.
Ringo?
Hi, my name is.
Off.
My name is Emir.
That's it.
My name is Emir.
It cuts our name. Okay. I'm not seeing posts here. Hold on. Down. Oh, Flory was. Oh, who are you?
Hi, my name is Emir.
It just says Mir.
Hi, my name is Emir.
See?
Hi, my name is Emir.
That's it. You might have to do it again.
Hi, my name is Emir.
Name gets cut off. Darn it.
Hi, my name is Emir.
I don't know why I keep. Oh.
with me? Do you want to prepare for you too? Isula, but we it's inappropriate. Mountain Harry.
Huckleberry. Sweet.
No.
Oh, this one smells good.
Good.
Rose hips, hibiscus, strawberry leaf, licorice root, stevia leaf.
Is matte.
Yes, it's matte. Gold.
Never. No way. Okay, what you want? Into another one.
Okay, peel, rest, licorice root.
Is a brand.
And brand. Yeah, 34th for.
Look how beautiful. Dark so. I love.
No.
Yes, if you
Well, I'll do that. Night on.
Good that is instead.
Bought tea bags instead of loose leaf.
Ah.
Is what Francesca's gonna make. Smells yum. You go.
Because I was putting it and I said, okay, well.
Here's this. What did I do with it in the bag? Or did I lose it? What, the little twisty tie for the bag? I don't know. I lost it in the bag.
Maybe just did.
No, it was oh, wait, right here. It matched with the.
Okay, so I'll go.
You go. No. You want this? Hold on.
You know. Oh.
Thank you. Okay, let me play it again. Where did your story go? No, your story disappeared. Your name cuts off on your Insta story. Where is it at? Where did you watch all the Insta stories too much? Graveyard girl. Okay, where is your Insta story? And I have a boy that is from Sweden right now. His name is Albin. And I had a boy last year from Sweden. And his name was Theo. Or Teo. And where is your Insta stories? I think I watched it too many times. You did it again? Okay. I'm going back. There you are. Miria. It's like a D.
My name is Miria.
Yeah. Miria.
Yeah.
Miria. If I didn't, am I?
Yeah.
Miria. Come here.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
What?
My name is Miria.
Miria.
My name is Miria.
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 It's beautiful. It's just, I get tongue-tied. Miria. Thank you for that, though. Would have, because in America, J's very harshly. We have the Spanish, which is sound, or a like. So it's either a harsh J or a silent J, but I never would have gotten your name, how we pronounce our J's. I never would have gotten it. So I appreciate you posting that on Instagram. For sure, because like with my girl from Denmark, she just told me to give up, call her Allie, because pronouncing Albere, I look at that and automatically assume Albert. It wasn't, that's not how you pronounce her name. I can never pronounce her name. And Theo from Sweden, everybody here just called him Theo, Theo, but I think it was Teo is how pronounced, but so yeah. Yeah, nice. Have you ever thought of ever coming to the U.S.? You know, one of my friends is from, and she came in Montana. She works for Statusa, so she places for now, but she worked as an au pair, and how she met her husband. I think, yeah, she's from, so she au pair, it, works for Statusa I work for, and so now she finds homes for them, and so she's a local, went from local coordinator for my, so I still place students in my little town. I'm the regional director for, so coordinators and well, so yeah. I'll get to travel though with the company. I'm so excited about traveling with the company. I want to go to Sweden. That's one place I want. Having an Italian talking about pizza. And have you tried this, the banana pizza? I know that that's a thing in Sweden, is the banana pizza. Banana and what, peanuts? Or banana and peanuts? I can't remember what Theo said. I don't know. But she thought we were weird because we put pineapple on our pizza. And I'm like, that's not an American thing. That's a Canadian thing. Huh, my teacup's ready. Thank you. So, I would love to go to Sweden for sure. Love to go. I would any of the Dutch region. In my family, have some Dutch Quaker in our family. It's a very unique so, yeah, I would love to visit. I'm sorry. Yeah, understand that. If I travel with the company, Bing didn't as one as we go, for sure. I definitely want to. There's so many that, like, I definitely go visit South Korea land. We're getting this fall from Thailand again, and then of course visit Francesca. But then I want to go visit a bunch of other countries, you know, because we have a lot of German in our background, and my parents do a lot of genealogy, so I would like to just go to all these countries that we have background in. So we have Irish, and we have Scottish, and Dutch Quaker. Just travel around and just visit everywhere, because I'm one of those that wants to learn every culture and try something food-wise from every culture. It's just that you don't like banana in food. But have you ever tried banana bread? That's something that with banana bread. So where in the U.S. are you really wanting to see? You have a specific place in this, and huge. What? You made a mess?
It's really good. It's really hot, so don't burn yourself.
Mommy. This is my cup I got from Emma, my South Korean. And right there in the lip, I don't know if you see it. Up. Right there. It says I love you. That was my Mother's Day gift from my South Korean last year. Not sure where. A lot of people work or California, like LA, Hollywood, for Disney World. But I would say see those places, but I say see the national parks. That's where I would Yellowstone Glacier, Yosemite, Grand Canyon. Yes, parks.